What up?
That's good.
What's good? What's good? Y'all, welcome back to Fire Fridays.
Man, you keep fucking me up with that, bro.
What's that?
I'm used to you going on by yourself first.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, take us out. Take us out.
I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, yeah. My bad, man. I'll go back to it next week. But yeah, welcome back to the ACS Universe Fire Fridays. As always, I appreciate you guys spending some of your Friday evening here with us to hear us, just give our opinions on just nerdy shit and whatever else pops up, because things do pop up. Yeah. Welcome to the got Joey up in here, Neil, Phil. How you guys doing tonight, man?
Doing all right.
I'm doing good.
No complaints.
Doing good.
Appreciate y'all hopping on.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Keep it going.
Got a few things to talk about. Obviously, a big old. It's only 1 minute, but it was big today. Like I saw screenshots, clips of it.
You were in it.
Okay, relax.
Yeah, this is a stream where Anthony talks about himself for an hour.
No, okay, no.
Everybody, that's the Rock stunt double.
I wish, for real.
No, man, you were in the movie.
I wish. So we'll talk about that one. Obviously, they dropped a trailer for Jurassic World Dominion, which I thought was pretty good. Really nostalgic if you're a Jurassic Park fan. Obi-Wan. Do what?
I saw the screenshot, the iconic thing that you might.
Yeah.
Didn't see the preview though.
Yeah, it was good. Obi-Wan finally got a release date, which is, we all thought it was going to be one day. It's going to be another, which the other makes sense, a lot of sense considering. Yeah. And then we're going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett, because that wrapped up, and I hadn't heard Neil and Joey's thoughts on it. I heard Phil's yesterday on Four Nerds, but we'll talk about that. And,
I don't know. Neil just gave this evil laugh.
He's like,
the book of what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Obviously Neil's in the house. Fear Jason said, what's good, homie? What up, Anthony?
What'd you say, Neil? What's your comment say?
It says fire time.
Time to hike up your skirts. Oh man. So I appreciate y'all in the chat stopping by to watch the show. And yeah, man, quite a week of things to talk about. I know I talked about a lot of it yesterday on Four Nerds, but I hadn't heard you guys' opinions on it. And so let's you know what? Let's start off with this. Let me find it real quick. This Jurassic World Dominion. Now it's I mean, if you're a Jurassic Park fan, this one hits. It's supposed to be the last in the entire saga of the Jurassic shit. It says the final entry. So yeah, let's I don't know what's going to happen in it. The trailers, I thought it was pretty fire. But let's watch it and see.
Let's do it. Everybody's so serious with their faces. Freeze.
No, I'm trying to figure out my mic. Sorry, it's not.
Oh yeah, I always forget we're looking at screens.
Yeah.
When I'm live streaming, I'm looking like, how's my boogers?
All right, so here it is. In the chat, if they fuck with us, then let us know. We'll fix it accordingly. But anyway, here's the trailer for Jurassic World Dominion. Supposed to be the last movie in the Jurassic series. I don't know if that means they're going to come out with another series, but it says that in the trailer. And here we go. Before we start it,
oh shit!
What up? All right, Ed, the Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Finally, we get Jurassic Park where they're outside the park.
Isn't that everybody tells to shh in the movie?
Oh, girl, don't you go there! He gonna kill you!
Something that was real. Something that we could see and touch. Creation is an act of sheer will.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find a way.
I like that.
That was a cool logo.
Yeah.
We're here forever.
I want to know where the hell Mr. DNA is.
Mr. Who?
DNA.
We've evolved past that. You should too.
Yes, I am beyond you.
No, I mean you should be more open-minded, but that's besides the point.
All right, children.
See this? That's a callback to the first film.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Yeah, but in the third film, wasn't she at home in suburbia? Like, gave this shit up?
Now she brought it back.
Oh, wow.
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack
That's a good shot too.
over nature, we're subordinate to it. I always come back.
That's gonna be intense. They both say don't move.
Always have to go bigger.
What are you doing?
What happened to your ghost?
What do you mean?
Look in the mirror.
Ryan, your mic's on.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on in there?
Oh, hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the.
Get out of my pants. What are you doing?
What? So there's that. I thought the trailer was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to the movie. I like the callbacks. It seems like every character besides one that he doesn't. The actor is not alive anymore, so they're obviously not going to try to reproduce him in any kind of way. John Hammond or whatever.
Julianne Moore.
Who?
Julianne Moore. Wasn't she in the one?
She was in Lost World.
Yeah, she was just in. Yeah, and Vince Vaughn too. There,
Was William H. Macy in that or not?
I like how they're integrating.
William H. Macy was in. He was in the third one too. Right? Yeah, he was.
That's
Alan
cool.
had Samuel Jackson. Yeah. So, Joey, man, what'd you think, man?
I thought it looked pretty cool. I've never been a huge like Jurassic Park fan. I like the movies, but the last one was just like, it was something.
Yeah.
My question is, with all these returns, you had Jeff Goldblum in the last one, and now you got the other two. Is the giant pile of shit from the first movie going to make a return?
Let's see it.
But no, for real, no, it looks pretty good. And I like how that said like it's an epic conclusion. Except I know that
I had to think about that because there is a literal giant pile of shit in the first film.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because I was like, what character is he talking about?
Oh no, I meant the actual
literal pile of shit. Right.
The lawyer has arrived. Yes, he is.
Oh yes, and he already put out a statement. He already has a statement out there. Look at that.
Where is it at?
You can't see that. You can't see that paragraph.
No, I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Oh, here we go.
It's a non-disclosure agreement. You guys have to sign it.
The Lost World King was whatever for me, but the ending was really interesting. This looks to be a great realization of an awesome concept. So hopefully this movie can. Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. Neil, what'd you think, man?
I enjoyed
pouring another beer.
I'm pouring a beer.
Tough time talking about it.
I thought this movie looks fantastic.
This looks really good.
I didn't get sloshed some more light to you all.
It's like I'm at Moe's in The Simpsons.
I could be your bartender.
Yeah.
No, it looks cool. I was never no different than Joey. I was never huge on Jurassic Park. I've seen all the movies. I'm like, all right, cool. But I like the way it looks for, I guess, the fans of the genre that, different than us loving DC and all that kind of stuff. I think it's a nice coup de grace the way they're doing it. You're tying all the people from the movies all together. So that's a pretty cool fucking moment, I think. Bringing back all the actors, and it looks like it's shot well. I don't know the story. I mean, it's outrageous to begin with.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time you had a mute button?
It doesn't work.
Sure it doesn't.
Yeah. That's. I think that's what.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Unfortunately.
Washra, can you hear me?
Click at the bottom, man. Click at the bottom. A lot of these. Right.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. No, a lot of these.
It's a miracle.
A lot of these franchises are going for this lately. They go for that nostalgia thing where they'll be like, yo, let's do this. If we're going to conclude it, let's bring everybody back. Yeah. And I'm sure, I mean, for a lot of them, I don't even think it was, especially for these three actors, when you're talking about Ellie and Jeff Goldblum's character, I don't even think they had to throw a bunch of money at them. They were just like, yo, we'll come back one last time. And they're probably, yeah, if it's the last time, it's not the last time, I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably
Jeff, he came back the last movie, but he had like a short little thing in there.
Plus,
so
a literal cameo plus in the last movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a Goldblum sandwich? Like, wasn't he in the beginning and then like
very end? Yes, he bookended it.
Yeah, he did. Phil, what you think about it, man?
Huh?
Phil, what you think about it?
You know, Jurassic Park was one of the first movies I ever watched growing up. It's right up there with Star Wars, right up there with Batman. So it's like that trifecta of films that shaped me as a young boy getting older. Yeah. So now to see that you know, Fallen Kingdom, I think I mentioned it yesterday on the Foreigner stream. Like I look at Jurassic Park like the same way I kind of look at Star Wars. It's all fucking pizza to me. Like I don't have, there's not a bad one in my opinion, but there are ones that I had watched before others, right? Like, but Fallen Kingdom, that one was like, you know, I mentioned it yesterday on the Four Nerds. Like it did things, and I think it did things that just kind of strayed a bit from what Jurassic Park fans are normally used to, and that I think can turn a lot of people off. But I feel like this film, you know, it looks gorgeous. I think it kind of embracing the idea in what they tried to do with Lost World and, you know, set the dinosaurs loose in the real world. But instead of trying to contain it like they did in the second film, they're really just they're there. Yeah. And we're living with it. Like they have to deal with it. And I think it's interesting that there's an aspect of we've evolved past the idea of trying to contain this, and now we just need to kind of adapt into living with this. And they're kind of toying with that idea in this movie, and it feels like, you know, they're going to answer the question: can you or can you not coexist alongside dinosaurs? Yeah. And I think that's very interesting. But also bringing in the old cast and the new cast, and having like Sam Neill, Ian Malcolm, and you know, Ellie Sadler, like all those characters come back and then stand alongside Bryce Dallas Howard.
It's Laura Dern, right? I've been trying to think of it the whole time. Yes,
characters' names are Ellie Sadler, actress is Laura Dern. You know, you got Sam Neill's Alan Grant, blah, 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 right? Having them come together almost feels like Colin Trevorrow being like, yeah, I'm going to do what Lucasfilm should have did with Star Wars, and that's kind of the way I took it. And you know, props to him for being like, I'm going to do this, you know, in a wake of that. Well, I don't think it's intentional, but it's nice to see one franchise be like, no, we're not going to do what they did, and completely, you know, miss the opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it wasn't. Yeah, I feel you on that one. That's a really good point, because I mean, obviously Carrie Fisher died, so you had to make some.
It was tough. Yeah,
it was tough. But with the Luke stuff, I got you on that. Like, I think if you're going to call a certain saga the Skywalker saga, at the end of that entire thing, we should have seen three individuals standing together, and
at some point.
Yeah.
That throughout the entirety of that trilogy, that sequel trilogy, there was a missed opportunity there to not have Han and Luke and Leia. At least they could have done something like a flashback. Have Ben remember a time when they were all together. That would have done a whole great deal difference in that sequel trilogy. But I digress.
What's their Christmas? What's the Christmas holiday in Star Wars? Isn't there?
The holiday special?
Yeah, but no. What's the holiday in it called? Is like it's like
Festivus?
Yeah, no. It's like not Seinfeld.
Definitely not Festivus. No, I'm just fucking with you.
But no, Phil, you posed like a good, like that philosophical question of like, you know, can you know, it's far-fetched. Can you coexist with dinosaurs? And you know, I mean, Exhibit A, like, yes, we can, because look who I'm surrounded by on the panel.
Okay, relax.
You got Spinosauruses in between you. That's the other question. Like, are we going to see another Spinosaurus like they did with the third film?
What did Ryan say?
You were incorrect.
Well, he's just being a contrarian, so let's not listen to him.
No, it's fine.
Let's do.
I will say one of the bright spots and it was a sad moment from was Fallen Kingdom the last one?
Yeah.
The that like just the entire sequence of the island like burning, and you see a silhouette of the brontosaurus or whatever.
Yeah,
like dude, that's brutal. Like
that's one of the things I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like in Fallen Kingdom, it really is you take it's a pretty dark approach to what has longly been, kind of roller coaster-ish kind of tone to these films for the most part, right? Like, there are some very scare moments with some of the dinosaurs where, they kind of creep up out of nowhere. They can really just, chomp your head off, take you by the leg, whatever. But like Fallen Kingdom really makes it a point to do some pretty, I wouldn't say malicious, but it really does take it in a darker direction. Like, to Joey's point, you see that whole island just succumb to lava. You see a brontosaurus like fall into lava, and it's like, whoa, you have a guy there who's got a necklace full of dinosaur teeth, and like he makes the implication that he yanks them out. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. No. And look, I would say that all of that stuff was it. I'm not going to say it was unnecessary, because it kind of was for what I guess this second trilogy was going for, was that like people are fucking ass. People are assholes. People are assholes. They're brutal. You know what I'm saying?
People are assholes, but they're also dumb. Like, hey, let's try and bring back dinosaurs, but then let's try and capitalize off of it.
Yes, that never worked for anyone. So like, that scene at the end of Fallen Kingdom was, well, it wasn't directly at the end, but the end of Fallen Kingdom I thought was kind of fire, just because they were just out there, bro.
They embraced that idea.
And did y'all see that little short at the campsite?
Yeah, that came out like a year ago or something.
That shit was fire, dude.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was. It was just where like people were camping and just dinosaurs crept up in the camps, or was it just one? It was just one, right?
I think it was like one.
No, I didn't see it. Pull it up.
I mean,
with respect.
No, it's kind of long. I ain't pulling that up. Do what?
What was that one called? It was like,
I can't remember. Let me see. Life Day.
Life Day. That's what it was.
Yeah, you knew RJ would have it.
Yeah. Let's see. There got Gigantosaurus as the big Thanos level villain of the movie, like the in-game boss. Dino, that's the biggest and baddest. They always add one in. ACS thoughts on people already calling Lord of the Rings series well, because relax is my thoughts on that. Fucking it's a world, it's a universe that's filled with a million different types and species of things.
Yeah.
Fucking relax.
What is with the woke shit all the time?
Get fucked is my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
You know what? Just fucking
if you think Lord of the Rings is woke, get the fuck out of here.
That's with everything these days. Just fucking understand the time and get over it.
This one especially in a universe that is full of, like I just said, a bazillion different species of things. Right. That's what you're talking about.
It's too diverse. It's diverse.
9 times out of 10, it's like people are calling it woke when they mean like, there's women or people of color.
Yeah, and I don't like
in the leads, and it's like that's not what that. Just shut up. Like,
this is different. They're no different than people using the word fucking apex and during the pandemic. Oh, we're at the apex. Do you even know what the fuck apex means?
Right? Yeah, no, I'm an apex predator.
Hey, all of a sudden, everybody's a fucking vaccine expert.
Fallen Kingdom is definitely darker and more like a mellow movie. Explored a lot of political topics like the black market stuff, and it really focused on the death and it didn't really bother me too much. It's just that like for in this particular thing, like to me, it's probably my least favorite out of all of the movies.
Yeah.
But it was also necessary, though. I think it was necessary to put that in there as we move into, and it's the same director. So as we move into like the final, he calls it the epic conclusion to the Jurassic series. So, So,
well, I mean, and it also just showed a good.
Just tell us how much. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's another point. That's another point. So little has been revealed. Just pictures. Just pictures.
Why are people hating on it? I don't get
pictures
it.
of hands.
Pictures of hands holding feathers and books and swords and bow and arrows. But let's hate. Relax.
Why are people hating it though? I don't get it.
They should just go tickle their own asses.
Go find the tweets and you'll see why people are hating them.
Yeah.
Pretty disgusting.
Somebody say
pretty fucking disgusting.
And then you guys tell me to go back to Twitter. Fuck Twitter.
Neil, join us. Join us, Neil.
We do tell Neil to go back to Twitter, and he's like,
I always get
Neil.
Neil,
why wouldn't you want to?
Why wouldn't you want to?
Yo, Neil has his phone about to go back to Twitter and start shaking. He's like, "But the stories they tell me, I
know. Like I got kicked off Twitter because I piss people off.
It's that meme. It's that meme from
that
meme from Cat Dog where the rat like walks in, and
Yeah.
or like from The Simpsons, I guess, when he walks in the bar and just like
Winslow.
Right, goodbye.
Winslow's the mouse.
Yeah.
You can't join us, Droga. I can't because as soon as I go to it, as soon as I put something out, someone's gonna be like, "He offended me. Get him out." Because that's what got me out probably the first time.
no.
Let's see. I love what I see.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, this looks great. It looks great. It looks great. I can't wait to see a teaser. I think we're gonna get one this weekend. It's Galadriel as lead. She's a dope character that's recognizable. Why not follow her story? People of color actors playing people of color characters in the show doesn't break immersion for me. It's called acting.
Oh, that's right. People are mad that people of color are in this, and that's like,
yes,
oh,
that
man.
is
you
What's
big
that
time.
called?
Big mad.
dumb,
Like
ridiculous.
You're right, Alex. Elf's running about, but we can't have people of color. Relax.
Yo, I there
Guys.
were actual tweets saying how it wasn't like historically accurate. I'm like,
Bullshit.
none of it's historically accurate, you moron.
When did this take place in my history books? Never, because it's a fantasy fucking thing.
These are fictional characters.
Exaggerated reality, and yet you argue about shit that's not real.
Someone hopped in my mentions.
Think about the mind
Someone
fuck
hopped in my
right
mentions
there.
and were saying like how Tolkien stuff is based on.
Hey, I feel you
want a
on.
joke? What?
Yes.
Is based on like Nordic, like some Nordic folklore or something. So like his stuff is based on whatever. But I'm like, okay, but that's still based on. Like you can still have like. It doesn't make any sense to be like, it's not historically accurate because it's like, okay, cool. Like we could go on and on about that.
Yo,
It's such a dimwit thing to try and just. It's a dimwit hill to die on. Like,
yeah, it is.
That's not how it's like. Kick rocks and fuck off, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Also, it's like it's off of it's like it's off of written words. It's what I'm saying. Like that's what it's solely based off of. Is just written words. It's not a coloring book. It's not illustrations. It's not a comic where you can actually see faces on the page. It is literally literature, like written work. Firework at that, but written. Yeah. And so I appreciate the comment. I can't remember who put that in there because we were talking about
Marcus.
It was Marcus.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marcus.
Mr. Marcus Cruz.
We were talking about the Jurassic Park shit, and then he threw us on a tangent.
He's good at that. He's good at that.
No, but seriously, if I always y'all know me, but I'm an open-minded individual, and I always one of my things I like to say is you just have to wait and see how stuff turns out. See something, and you just like, oh, that didn't look too good now. Let's just wait and see what happens when it comes out. With this one, that's not even like that. If you are literally disliking the Lord of the Rings series that hasn't even released a short a teaser trailer yet, if you are hating it because of posters and stills, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Yeah. I'll bounce it early. If you are hating it, the Lord of the Rings, and all we've seen is a bunch of character posters and stills, this is for you. Oh. That is bruh. No footage yet. We haven't even seen set footage, like a behind the scenes like cell phone, nothing. But
The footage we've gotten was the practical, like when they're melting the logo together. That was cool.
That was dope that they did that. They really did that. Like they really melted some shit and filmed. That was dope. Yeah.
Those are people that have channels that have agendas that have to stay to their agendas. That's what everybody needs to fucking understand these days. Most fucking people have agendas and narratives to play. So stop buying into it.
True.
Oh my God.
Because this character, Galadriel, I can't pronounce the name. If you guys
Galadriel.
Because her armor didn't have like formed boob armor on her armor, people were complaining. Get the fuck out of here. Get out now. Don't even watch the series. Matter of fact, get rid of your Amazon Prime membership. Don't even fucking watch.
Yeah, no, if you're hating on it this much, like don't even watch it because you're not going to like it.
No, because
don't waste your time.
Definitely not going to like it because once it comes out, the hate, dude, they're not. There's a few. There's a good bit of people watching us right now. The masses aren't watching us. They're going to watch it, and every single time an episode drops, mad 1,000% extra hot fire hate on every single episode that happens. Watch,
most likely,
and for the wrong reasons. Like it's not like when we watch Titans and we don't like it because bad storytelling, bad writing, bad whatever. They're gonna hate it for cosmetic reasons. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. That's all I got to say about that shit.
We just hate it.
So going back to Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Well, Jurassic World's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I found that short that they made.
How long is it?
It's like 8 minutes. I didn't find the
That's not a short.
Yeah. Well, it is compared.
8 minutes. Yeah, short. A
movie.
short can be like up to an hour.
10.
Yeah.
Check out my.
But
show.
it was called Battle at Big Rock.
Yep.
I knew it had rock in there somewhere.
Yeah.
The Rockosaurus.
Gillis was good, homie. Was good.
Oh, Gillis.
Triceratops. Saber-toothed tiger.
Tyrannosaurus. Mastodon.
Oh, man, looking fire.
Thank you.
We'll
Dragon Zord.
No, I know.
Yeah. So real quick, I want to bring this because
I just snorted on that one. That was funny.
There was a missed opportunity not using the Green Ranger in the Power Ranger movie.
If I had to be worried about anything, it would be how they handle legacy characters. Yeah, I mean,
are there going to be legacy characters?
Sauron's in it.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's going to be
His armor, his chest armor it's also molded to his tits.
Yeah, Sauron is huge.
Why would people hate on characters we never seen before just because that? Yeah. Gavin, look, you're preaching to the choir. We all have the same consensus when it comes to this show. We're all going to watch it, and we're all going to like take it in on equal manner. Like nothing's going to take us out of it that shouldn't take us out of it. In other words, the way it looks. So, like I said, so real quick, I did want to bring this up. I know we mentioned this last night a little bit. They announced the release date for Obi-Wan. All right. I know we talked about it last week and everybody was like, yo, May the 4th, because that's Star Wars Day. That would be a perfect day to drop that shit. But they did it May 25th, which is exactly 45. Is it 45 or 44?
45 years.
45 years since the first time we met Obi-Wan Kenobi on the screen.
Well,
that's kind of fire. That's
fire.
Fire.
I didn't see him.
Okay, relax. But it is 45 years. I thought that's a nice touch. That's like somebody probably mentioned it at a roundtable discussion. And he was probably like, "Yeah, that's kind of fire. Let's do that."
So, I'm pretty sure a lot of people here on the panel are probably going to more than likely be watching the Super Bowl on Sunday, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, in considering Disney owns ESPN, I would not put it past them. I'm hoping, but I could be wrong. But since Boba Fett has just wrapped, would not put it past them to show some of this off during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. That's I mean,
that almost feels like a guarantee at this point.
Yeah,
but I'm
they're partnered. So see, like with the Super Bowl, it's not going to be on ESPN. It'll be on CBS. But like, the partners are there. So yes. I and plus. I think we were talking about it. A 30-second spot for the Super Bowl is like fucking it's some millions of dollars to buy 30 seconds of Super Bowl time.
Isn't it is it $250 million or is that
it's millions of dollars. It's
a lot.
And I remember when it first became significant for me as far as I was watching it and listening and understanding that type of shit, it'd be like $2 million for 30 seconds. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
So now it's probably 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it probably costs. But anyway, that's a good point, Phil. Like, I'd be surprised if we didn't see 30 seconds of Obi-Wan, just real quick lightsaber something or whatever, and see that on the Super Bowl. But yeah, so they announced the release date.
It's going to be him walking into a bar, sitting down, looking up, going, "Hello there," and then it's just going to say Kenobi, May 25th.
Yo, if they hold up. Reese, if this happens, you think the trailer will end with a shot of Vader and Obi-Wan? I don't know.
Well, they're for sure gonna meet up again.
Oh yeah. They but I'm in the trailer.
And they're gonna make out. Wait, what's up?
Is it why is Obi-Wan holding Rey's lightsaber in the poster? What? You can't. How can you make that out?
Hilarious.
Be like, don't blink, might miss the Kenobi ad.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, in my experience watching the Super Bowl, it's that's why I'm hoping that The Rock's appearance before the game is when he shows the Black Adam trailer. Don't want it during, because that's going to be like it's I don't know. It's for me, the Super Bowl is a bunch of watching greasy hands eating wings and drinking beers, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck?
Why can't that be every night?
Yeah.
It can, but I'm just saying, like,
I know what you're saying, bro.
Anthony, remember what I said?
Who y'all got?
There's still that
Bengals or
possibility.
Rams?
There's still that possibility that The Rock can come out at the beginning and, like, you know, get everybody hyped up and be like, "Here's my new trailer.
I don't know.
We're super packed."
Dude, that would be fire.
How about you guys don't think he's gonna talk about the XFL?
No,
he might.
No.
Yeah.
NFL.
Why not? It's The Rock.
no.
The NFL don't care. They probably have some kind of.
No, they care. There's no way.
I think because his showing is he called it a so it's going to be before the game kicks off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that Joey shit sounds plausible, just because you imagine The Rock coming out there and doing his fucking WWE shit or whatever on the mic. And just being like, yo, check out this new. Imagine that shit playing right before.
He had an XFL belt when he was doing that one picture where you saw it in the background. He was talking about like the Super Bowl thing, wasn't he? Didn't he have an XFL lifting belt?
Yeah, because he owns it. Hey, he could come out there and say, yo, yeah, because that shit starts almost immediately.
Challenge you, Joey. I challenge you.
24 hours. I'll see you in that ring.
That's it.
He's probably gonna do both of them, and y'all just be like, "Oh, okay,
that'll be cool." All right, it's a wash.
What?
And we gotta hug it
yeah,
out.
we already know where you live at, Nicotina.
Oh no.
he dwells in the Habataverse. Relax.
No, Anthony.
He bathes in the Modiverse.
I'm not going on this stream until ACS apologizes.
I'm not going on the stream. Apologize for what? You put out you put the picture of the Flash's fucking lollipop helmet and was like, "This is amazing!"
Oh,
and I was like,
Nick,
and I was like,
he was like, "This is almost as good as Peacemaker."
Oh man!
Oh, Dick, man.
No, and then the only thing I did,
Justice League.
Oh, he'd be off the four nerds if he said that.
No, but and then all I commented on that picture when you said this is awesome, I said, "No, it isn't," and he's like, "Oh,
what? Because of the freaking lenses, the lenses that went down." It looked like a fucking cherry
bomb. Talk about it, because I'm sure
Andre, it's fine that you like the Bible Man towel that the Flash is wearing. It looks great.
Gills, I'm sorry. All right, so Obi-Wan Kenobi, May 25th. We're all looking forward to it. We're fans pretty much of what Disney Plus has done with Star Wars. They've given us some fire series. We're looking forward to Ahsoka. We got Obi-Wan coming, and this series, we'll talk about the Book of Boba Fett later on. But this one looks like it's going to be. I mean, we haven't seen anything really, but yeah, I guess this is going to be fire. Yeah.
I did have that corny idea that depending on how long this show goes, if it's a couple seasons,
it's RJ.
Oh yeah.
if it's a couple seasons or whatever,
Harvey Birdman.
We're gonna go after him hard.
I could see them drawing this out, Breaking Bad,
but either way, like the same way that Falcon and the Winter Soldier ended and it changed to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, I could see this ending and like the title card just saying like Old Ben or something. I think that would be. I don't know. I thought that would be pretty cool.
Oh shit!
Or like
you mean Old Ben?
The last episode is.
Oh, you mean Old Ben Kenobi?
Yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, you mean Old Ben Kenobi?
Uncle Ben Price?
Don't you mean Old Ben Kenobi? Like what?
What? You going hard on MME Live? What? Relax.
What's MME?
So you follow
Melody Matt? Is that the pillow fighting thing that got your stream taken down?
Oh.
Yeah.
I started laughing my ass off. Kelsey goes,
Andre, I would have left. I would have left.
That was cringeworthy.
That was for the PFC.
No, he played
the old wizard.
You talking about the slap box and shit?
No, it was the slapboxing and the professional pillow fighting thing. He played them both at length. And he got his
Wait a minute. There's such a thing as professional pillow fighting?
Yes, look it up. EFC.
It was dope.
Anthony and I have our match next month.
I've ever seen.
This is news to me. I wish to witness.
Was it the midget slip? Oh, it was the little people slip.
Yeah, yes.
It was
yeah. Yo, whoa. Candor, Nicotina.
Yo, we can't call it slap boxing.
See, you can't get a link tomorrow if you act like that.
Look, Peter Dinklage is going to come and kick your ass.
Yeah. Yo, no, but
kicks yours.
The surprise that I would have from anything else I see that is on YouTube was done on his show Monday. Literally, little people slap boxing, and then there was a fucking pillow fighting championship series. That's ridiculous.
All things to get your shit taken down.
It was fun. No, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. No, somebody reported him.
On a comic channel.
Somebody reported.
It was me.
He said, "Let them come." So yeah, Obi-Wan. Check it out when it comes out. I'm sure if you're a Star Wars fan, you're excited for Obi-Wan. And who doesn't want more Obi-Wan? Because he's absolutely fine.
And Ewan McGregor, exactly.
You want to?
Like, who doesn't want more Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor is just
yeah. I mean, and plus he's got a little struggle with the whole black mask thing. I was like, dude, come on now. I mean, let's have a good character come back for this guy.
Yeah, really good. You don't like Black Mask?
Oh, good.
He was good until certain parts. So I was like, oh,
I mean,
there was that one scene, the one scene in the club where he was like, get on the stage. I'm going to show you how crazy I am.
He practically carried the prequel trilogy for the most part. Ewan McGregor practically carried the prequel trilogy.
I can agree with that.
Juggle, what?
Hold on.
No, don't bring him on. No
cocaine now. Damn.
Who?
He's
been playing too much Grand Theft Auto.
¿Qué pasa? What's going on there?
Yeah, maybe we'll find out in the series, of course. Well, yeah. That's why I'm bad. I thought Black Mask was all right in Birds of Prey. So
yes.
If that's your reason for not liking Birds of Prey,
I didn't like the way he was taken out.
That shit was super weak. I'm sorry. If Batman,
Bird's a good movie. Don't be lame.
If the Ben Affleck Batman had met up with that motherfucker,
he would have had a bacon.
No way. There's no way.
Well, you know what? Let's play devil's advocate too. I mean, there's probably a certain hardcore, certain sect of fans of Batman fans specifically that if they saw the Riddler, commit suicide like what was intended, they probably wouldn't like that very much either. A lot of people really want these characters to like come and stay on through multiple movies so they can all get miniature character arcs. And it's just like, what happened to just telling a good story with it?
And here's the thing.
Movie.
Birds of Prey.
That hurts.
Birds of Prey was narrated by Harley Quinn. Is she a reliable narrator?
No.
I don't actually care.
So we're gonna play on
that. You brought it up. You brought it up. No, I'm just saying I don't care if she's a good narrator or not. I that part I didn't give a shit about. I mean,
but the movie was from her point of view.
I'm sorry, but like the Joker movie was the better like self narration. Like, could that happen? Did it happen? I don't know. Was it in his mind? Who knows? But that was better. I thought that movie was just.
There was a guy.
No, because it was a fucking fire character.
Why are we talking Birds of Prey?
All right. Anyway, Marcus, relax. First off,
what did he
she
say?
doesn't need to have boob armor. She looks cool in her armor. Her picture looks fire. Let's see. I would rather have dinner with Walter Hamada than watch Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I agree.
Walter Hamada okayed Birds of Prey. What the fuck?
Andre, you gotta get out of the chat. You're taking L after L tonight.
He's taking much
to that.
He already has dinner with Walter Hamada. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Wait, was
Hawkman looks fire.
Yes.
Hawkman looks fucking badass.
Dude, okay. I'm sorry, but the helmet looks ridiculous when he doesn't have the wings widespread. When the wings are widespread, it looks awesome. But when it's not, he just looks like he's wearing this.
He looks like
every little fucking thing with
awesome.
It looks silly. Every little fucking thing.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, they could retract. That'd be cool. It would make more. He just looks kind of oblong.
What do you talking about? What?
He looks like he does like I've seen him before in the comic books. So I don't care.
He's
Anyway,
he's entitled to your opinion. And I'm entitled to mine.
Hold on.
This
Hold on.
is-
I'm
this
just
is-
gonna take it away from. I love Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate looked fucking
Right, until he runs into the wall.
I just real
Fuck
quick
ever.
before we move into the
I can't
the
see.
thing the thing that dropped today, the minute long little, I guess you could call it a trailer, the World Needs
sizzle.
Heroes. I do want to say that this was
Hey.
earlier tonight that an actual picture that somebody caught, paparazzi, you can call them what they want, of Walter Hamada dropping by Andre's house to pick him up. He's like, yo.
He's like, hello, Andre. I'm on my Segway.
Yeah, come
Let's go to work.
Let's go eat some fucking
He's like,
burritos or whatever.
But we
like,
can't
yo,
go to
the
this
2022
restaurant. That's
Tesla
above
trash
my
can?
pay grade.
Let's get in that shit.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play it beforehand, and I got a couple shots I'll put up from it as we discuss.
We're taking
Because
shots.
I thought this was pretty. I thought this was pretty fire. So we talked about it last night. The Rock was saying like, "Yo, tomorrow I'm gonna drop this 60-second whatever DC movies of 2022 small trailer, showcasing the movies, giving us some new footage." And he did, and I saw it earlier. I was at work, and I was like, "Yo, this is fire. This is pretty fire." Like for the most part, except for Andre's favorite shots, I can't.
He's like, oh, look at his helmet. It's so shiny. I love it.
I love Bible Man.
He's like, this is my Flash.
So-
This is my freaking
Yo,
Flash.
y'all in the chat, let us know if they try to try to bounce us for this little 1 minute. But here we go. Here we go. I like it.
Here we go. Who are you under there? What are you?
Woke.
My son dreamt of a better world.
So this is clearly modern day.
You can go to any timeline, any universe. Why'd fight to save this one?
Because my mom's alive.
At least Keaton's still positive.
I like how his stealth suit doesn't quite.
I like how he's on the
work
white
because of
throne.
environment.
A hero.
It's very stealth with Malone.
He's like, I'm hiding in the rocks.
Everybody, oh my God, his lenses went down.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
That shot, man. That movie's gonna be so awesome.
I'm surprised they showed it like. Look at that.
That looks dope.
Damn.
Are you in?
No.
No.
Oh, shit. He said you were-
No.
Nah, bro.
I like that. Dr. Fate looks sick.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's why I
So,
busted that shit out.
I pulled a few. I pulled a few clips. You know, a few shots from the.
So, bro, I gotta ask, what was it like working with Adam Smasher? What was it like seeing Dr. Fate?
Okay, I don't know because I.
So
We'll go around the horn, man. That was obviously it had some good shit in it. Some shit that I didn't like, obviously, and I'll talk about that. I won't go first, but I'll bring up a couple shots. You guys, let's ask Phil. Start with Phil, man. What'd you think watching that entire 1 minute of things, and like what stood out to you? What are you not excited for? What are you excited for, man?
Well, I got my tickets for the Batman on March 1st, so I'm seeing it a couple days early.
Me too.
I'm
Same.
excited for that. And then right after that, this movie, like this shot right here, I was just like, oh, okay. I was kind of curious as to when Black Adam was going to take place, but then after revisiting that first clip, it's clearly now going to take place in like modern context. Like he's obviously going to be waking up after like 5,000 years or whatever, but this looks cool. It was actually really cool to finally see a glimpse of the entire Justice Society. Like I really like the way Adam Smasher looked. I love the way Dwayne here looks here as Teth Adam, like, and Hawkman in the background. Like I think the feel of this movie, this honestly feels like the next step, because if you look at like, you know, Watchmen and then Zack Snyder's Justice League, like this feels like a step in that kind of similar kind of direction, because you got Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, dude. He just looks perfect. Like
good.
all these characters feel so abstract and so different yet so familiar to me, because like, you know, I read a lot of the Justice Society stuff from the more
Did he
current
whisper that in your ear?
It's like Andre.
But really, like, Black Adam is my most anticipated.
Or do you prefer Nicotina?
But this is probably my most anticipated film in universe out of the three of coming out this year between this movie, Flash, and Aquaman. I feel like this one and Aquaman Lost Kingdom are really fighting hard for that top spot. And like Flash, I don't know. Like it's there.
It's got the
I don't really
the fleets, man, the Flash cheeks, man, the Flash cheeks.
There really isn't too much to chew on from this outside of that one new shot of him like aiming down and the lens is coming down.
Hold up, this one.
Yeah,
so good.
And like,
the suit.
This is a good look. This is a good look. Like this is probably the best look we've gotten at his costume, and especially the cowl. That's probably the best this cowl's looked. But
it only looks good at this angle. Because if you see the cheeks, they're still there.
Someone said the fabric like on his shoulder looks like a ball sack.
It looks like
it looks like a brain
material you'd use.
brain. And in this, I don't know how I feel about the damn eye shields dropping down.
I don't get it.
I mean, it would block the wind or whatever. Out. You know, keeps the bugs out. There you go.
I think Meg said he looks like Turbo Man.
You know, he's got
he does kind of look like Turbo Man.
That go, they come out and they do that.
Oh, windshield wipers.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
Boy,
I
oh boy!
don't know.
What's good, homie?
What's good, homie?
What's up, man?
You know that shot of Aquaman on the White Throne. That's a clear callback from the first film when Orm sat on it. So I'm excited.
I don't think I got that one, but
that looks sweet.
I think for sure we might see a lot of more Black Adam on Sunday, hopefully, but we'll find out. That shot's dope.
That's my favorite shot. That is absolutely my favorite shot.
XFL.
Yeah, it looks great. I think that shot looks fantastic. I just when he doesn't have the wings, the wings on his head look. It would be cool if they sort of mirrored, you know, or something. Or
they came out at the same time.
They kind of like retract or something
too, and then you'll be happy. I mean, the fact that it's a guy in a fucking hawk suit.
Bitch. Let's get to.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. It's fine. I mean, he's in a hawk suit, but I mean, if he has his wings retracting, he's got these big. He's just running around with the big.
Well, they weren't going to go with more backwards because that looks like Thor's helmet. If the wings go backwards like this, So they went with like just a little bit spread.
Maybe they retract.
Also,
I think.
I guess I have to get used to it because it looks.
He's for sure going to be.
It looks huge.
That's what she said.
I mean, I love Thanagar, and I'm wondering if that ship is Thanagarian.
I'm guessing probably so.
With those wings, I want him to whip them out.
I don't
have the clip. What about
I just want him to whip it out.
Who's Hackman?
Yeah, who is Hackman?
Hackman.
Who's Hackman?
Did y'all see Hackman in this?
I know Hacker Man from that one short film on Netflix.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Kung Fury.
Yeah, I think
Enter the.
That sounds nice and low budget.
Oh shit,
dude, Neil, you'd love it if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, dude, I think you'd like
it. I wish Michael Wilkinson did the costumes for Black Adam and the whole DC with it. I mean,
I don't know. I think the Black Adam one looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
I think tonally speaking of the other three films, I think Aquaman and Black Adam are probably going to fit closer into the tonality that Zack Snyder overall.
Notice they didn't show any Shazam.
They did not. Because that's for 2023.
Yeah, they didn't show, but I mean, like they showed so much shit early on. You're like, why are you showing all this shit?
Yeah,
because they didn't have anything else to hype people.
So. I guess
it does.
They still have to film Sinbad's cameo.
It's shot in a very yellow color palette, though. I must say.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of. Have you seen Jungle Cruise yet, Neil?
No, we haven't watched that.
The Mummy was very.
I'm telling you, watch Jungle Cruise, and you'll
got that
get
kind of yellow palette.
Yeah, because it's the same director. It's Joe.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
And dude,
so his look.
Like that movie, you watch that, you're like, okay, yeah, this guy can do Black Adam.
All right, cool. All right.
So Neil, man, watching that 1 minute of stuff, what you take from it?
So everybody understands when DC Fandom came out. I was most excited for Black Adam when we saw that one teaser. Mm-hmm. You know, when he came out of the fucking stone, he chokes guy, lights him up, all that kind of shit. When it came to Flash Drive, was never excited. So I did nothing for me seeing that when it came to that. But everything I saw from the Black Adam little tidbits right there. Oh, let's go. I'm excited for that. Seeing Dr. Fate, seeing Adam Smash, all that kind of shit.
Do you have a still of Dr. Fate, Anthony?
Huh?
What?
Oh yeah, still. I mean, he looks great.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Flash Drive, when it comes to Aquaman 2, I mean, look at that.
So good.
He's like, "Where are you?"
It looks fantastic.
It looks cool. I have to see this more in action in different things. But if you zoom in on his hand, if you can, I don't know if you can or not. But if you zoom in on his thumb, you'll see that there's like tech.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's got some form of tech right there going on. So
he borrowed it from Tony Stark.
Yo. Also, I just noticed this zooming in. His
you've got all the writing and all that.
It's
just very similar to Black Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's dope as fuck.
I wasn't expecting.
And look at his cape. If you look on the back
at his helmet,
of his cape,
there's like no eye slits.
I wasn't expecting his helmet not to have eyes.
It's different on this side than it is on this side.
It is.
I think it's the lighting or something.
I think.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think this is Deathstroke's helmet. If you
oh my god,
whip it out, Neil.
If you zoom in a little bit more on his cape, like on the back of his cape,
they took my eyes, Piglet.
Lieutenant Dan, you got no eyes.
There he is.
Nothing like this.
Let's go.
Yeah, and even the eye is on the right side, the one that has a little bit of form. The other side has zero.
More like
form.
Dr. Slade.
Dr. Slade. There you go.
Yeah. Slade Wilson. Did someone say Slade?
Oh, there he is.
We always have a Slade. No, but honestly, out of everything else, I mean, Aquaman 2, the first Aquaman, I know. It hit the shot that they showed. Cool. Mm-hmm. I'm whatever with Aquaman 2. But Black Adam's the one that got me excited. I just want to see more of that because there's a bigger story. I want to see what they do with the whole Justice Society and all that kind of stuff. How the flashbacks work, what you're doing in the present. This has the most intrigue for me. I know that Flash Drive has the most implications going forward, but this one, this is where it's at for me.
He looks like Santa.
Huh?
He looks like Santa in that shot.
With the helmet right there.
It's the medulla oblongata.
Oh,
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Nah, Joey, man, what you think about the 1 minute, man? What you saw in there, and obviously, Flash.
Yeah, I was gonna be really petty earlier, and but I didn't want to be all negative. But I was thinking, I was like, it's cool, DC's making stuff for like everybody. You got these good movies, and then the Flash is there. But no, just for the Flash, I just can't care about it. I don't, I can't get hyped about it just because, again, we know more. Of behind the scenes stuff, I guess. So just kind of,
it's really hard to be excited for that movie if all the rumors pan out and be true that it's going to literally just redo everything.
No, absolutely.
That's the big letdown.
I mean, honestly. And obviously, much like Phil and Anthony, I have my tickets for March 1st, even though that's an entire story. So I got that, and then I got one for opening night. So of course, I'm excited for Batman. Aquaman, I loved the first one, even though people have their problems with it. I thought it was great. And then Black Adam, I've been looking forward to it, for a while. And just I think suit looks good. Everything I've seen looks good. Hawkman, like I said, is my favorite shot. So yeah, I loved it. I was pretty hyped when I saw it this morning.
Nice. Brian, what you think? We already know. You told us.
I loved it all. This is the greatest thing.
Even
you fucking chill.
Even this right here.
You fucking chill.
Okay, so this angle here, this is the only angle that you can get that this cowl looks good.
Exactly.
But because he would always have to look like that at the camera. Because if you see his cheeks, in the other shot where he's looking up at whatever it is, the cheeks are right there, and it just looks weird on his face because his face is so angled.
Square,
so very square jawed, but then also very narrow. I'm not sure about the texture of the suit. It's kind of okay. Yes, it does. It kind of reminds you a little bit of Tron.
A little bit.
And I mean, I hope all the best for this film. I hope it doesn't suck. I'm okay with the lenses. That's okay. Whatever. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't offend me or anything like that. Those are lenses of color. Who cares? That's all I can say. That's all I can say about The Flash, because they really, Phil said, they hadn't really given us anything other than this particular shot. That's it. Mm-hmm. We got nothing else to go on, so I can't say much about that. With Black Adam, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. I think I like everyone's costume in this, minus a little bit of his helmet. I like everything else about him. But the one that looked the most ridiculous was Cyclone. Like, she looked like she was from the Marvel universe, but also from the Disney Princess universe. It just looked with the poofy, shoulders. It just looks weird.
Yeah, that's a transition from the books, and I thought, that's a costume. She's that character, specifically Cyclone. Mm-hmm. She's a much more, I don't want to say B or C list, because that just feels disingenuous, but she's a lesser known character,
like a Peacemaker, lesser known, even what was his name? Like even Vixen. Vixen's a very not very well known character.
That's why they put her on the scene.
Probably a member of the Justice League, but not as.
Yeah, I hope that hope her character. I hope her acting outweighs this and sort of get you to sort of forget that this is silly looking. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I like everything else. Like we were just going over with Dr. Fate.
That shit is dope.
Dude, this is dope. Yes, Adam Smasher. Look at that. I dig it. And I'm like, dude, if they can do this, where the fuck is Giganto? We're like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
But I'm down with this. I think it's going to be a good movie. I hope that this sets the tone for Shazam going forward. Like, yo, okay. Now this, so it's stealth, but it's like, dude, you're stealth in the desert. It should have been.
No, it's not the desert. It's got to be that first where he went in the first movie.
Right. Where he's like, I can pee on it. Right.
It just looks like a metallic. It looks like a metallic Matchbox car.
I forget what they were called.
That you would put in the water and it would change colors.
Yeah.
See, this is a callback to his suit from the mid '80s.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this reminded me of Young Justice when they went into stealth mode.
There is a little bit of that too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that's kind of what that's
more so like when he goes invisible.
Like most people, I did like Aquaman. I thought it was fun. It was great. It was a spectacle in the theater. You saw, you got to see this. It was, better than Avatar 2. And I can't wait to see that again.
It's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
They took their own liberties. They did their own shit, but the movie by itself worked. There were a couple things, the Pinocchio shit I didn't like, but it doesn't matter. We're not talking about that. This looks good. I dig it. I like him on the throne. That looks good too. But again, we don't really have much to go off of. The only thing they really double down on is the Black Adam.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think that's the next one coming out.
After Batman, it is.
After Batman? Oh, it is?
Batman.
Yes.
The Batman's coming.
I think
after Batman, it's Black Adam.
This little minute was probably 30 seconds or probably 45 seconds, I think, dedicated to Black Adam and the Batman.
Yeah.
And then the last 15 seconds was a
little bit of Flash,
Aquaman and Flash. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they went with the first one's coming. And like I said, with Aquaman, plot really unknown and shit like that. So they're going to throw just a little bit. They're going to throw. And obviously with Aquaman, we saw with the first movie how long it took for us to get anything because it's so effects heavy. Like it's 90%.
Oh yeah. I can't wait, and I can't wait to see more of those effects, kind of being utilized, and them sort of pushing the boundaries or limits. Now that they have one film under their belt, they're yo, we can.
And so James Wan is kind of just like, yo, I got this now. Like
sure,
yeah. So So,
but I don't know if he'll come back into a third. Because
he's
nowadays
he won't.
Nowadays it's trilogies, trilogy. But if this is the way it is, and it's only 2 films, that's fine for me. If somebody else comes in and takes it over, that's fine too. I don't care. But yeah, so that was good. The Batman, okay. I know it's gonna be good. I didn't clip it. It's gonna happen. I'm eventually gonna watch the thing. I'm just like, I'm not. I'm not. And you guys can be excited. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, for allowing us to be excited.
Oh, dude, you know what? It took a lot for me, and to be honest with you,
I know. You had to dig down deep.
I just got done eating, and I was like, "Yo, it's kind of like I'm giving back."
What? I'm kind of indifferent on the lost hand for Aquaman. I'll be kind of like,
yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to happen. That was cool for the comics.
That's almost like
cool for the
that worked in the animated show and the comics, and no.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's just what is it? Captain
I think
Hook?
you do that in either a second or third Justice League movie, but only in that if you have him passing along the mantle of Aquaman to somebody else.
Aqualad.
You have to have Aquaman really establish himself as a prominent member of that universe, and then
before that happens,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And that would actually be another really cool thing to bring in if they're trying to build a young Justice with like Blue Beetle and all that. Would be to bring in Black Manta's son, and have him become the new Aquaman. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think there's a fun twist you could do there with Yahya Abdul-Mateen having some kind of relation with a prior Atlantean. That's could be another way that he knows about Atlantis outside of Orm being the one
inside
connection
and
that he's
out.
had so far. Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I don't like my son being with Arthur.
And honestly, when I think about these films, Black Adam doesn't have any of that kind of baggage that was tied to the behind the scenes stuff that we're all privy to, right? But then you look at like the Flash, and that is very much clearly affected by that. But Aquaman, I feel like a lot of us have a much easier time sitting on that one because we already know what to expect based on the first film with James Wan, Jason Momoa, the cast, and you can kind of have an expectancy there of what that film is going to look like tonally and like the action of it. Like it's there's a safety net there with what we've seen before. So I feel like that one's pretty much spoken for. The only one I think we're all kind of on the same page about is the Flash because of things that have been said about it.
We're peeking around the corner at the Flash, like
and for them to, I mean, okay, it's sort of a double-edged sword with the Flash. Is like I want to know a little bit more about it. Like, don't spoil me, don't spoil the whole fucking movie. But I'd like to know a little bit of like what I'm in for, or what to expect, or sort of to kind of get a bearing on it before I can actually say, okay, I'm excited or not. With Black Adam, hell yeah, I'm in. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I think for that movie, you have a pretty grounded, solid cast, right? Because you've got Miller, you've got Ezra Miller coming back to reprise the role. He's doing double duty because he's playing two versions of himself.
Yeah.
You've got
you got that guy from The Office, and he's dope.
Sure. You've got Kiersey Clemons reprising the role of Iris West, which she was not in Justice League. She was in Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League.
So do you think that they would have her be like
I don't know.
Their own
this could also very well be just a matter of her making good on a contract. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think so. And I think, hey, all props to her. Go make the money, girl.
And honestly, Muschietti as a director, like just based off the two It films, like I'm curious and I'm not trepidatious, but it's like, what is he going to bring to the table? And what is he going to do different aside from what, we've seen with Patty Jenkins and Wonder Woman, James Wan and Aquaman, Matt Reeves with Batman, and now Joe Sarah with Black Adam. Like what is he going to do different? And if it's really going to be a testament to this film, like by the end of it, we're either going to walk out of it going, okay, that was either an Andy Muschietti film, or we're going to walk out of it almost feeling like Justice League. Like, were there things in there that we could see? But I don't know.
Not more like
time will tell. It really depends on how much time. It depends on how much time and how much final say Muschietti gets in the editing room, if he's even allowed any at all.
Yeah. So we'll see what.
Who's in it from The Office? I'm trying to like think of.
The guy they replaced Billy Crudup. Not The Office.
Ron Livingston.
Office Space.
Office Space.
That's
right.
Not The Office. I mean,
I was like,
I did that to throw you off, and it worked. I was successful.
I was like, is Dwight in the Flash?
No.
Everybody was like, "Yo, what's going on with Joey? Why is he
Office Space
for like 30 minutes?"
Ron Livingston took over
in my own world.
It's just spaced out.
Which was interesting anyway, just because I mean, we for the little that we got of him as Barry's father, as Henry Allen and Zack Snyder's Justice League. We were still interested in, and we all wanted him to come back. Obviously, he's not. Scheduling issues is what they say, but who knows? He might have got up in there and be like,
creative differences.
He might have got up in there and be like, "Yo, this script is whack."
He's in a TV show or something like that too, and that
on
might
Apple
be
TV.
He's in. I don't remember what.
That was the creative differences or time.
He's in that. It's an Apple TV show that has like what's her name from Friends?
Yeah.
So he does that. So maybe that was why he couldn't jump on and do it.
Or he saw the script and he said, "Nah, I'm good."
He might have been like, "Yo, this is whack."
He's like, "I'm tired." He's like, "I'm tired of these people. Their movie. I'm tired of being caught up in the drama of their life."
Well, that was like for me. That was the fun. That was the fun in his casting, was the fact that he was Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen, and now he's essentially the father of the Flash. Like,
that which is
right. You had the comedian that was the father of Batman, and you had this guy was the father of Flash, and so he was just sort of interjecting his.
He keeps his actors. He keeps his act. He's one of those directors that filters.
And then Night Owl was the president.
Yeah, he was.
Look at
and
you.
Also,
Muhammad Ali.
Hey, let's go.
Muhammad Ali.
Speaking of Zack Snyder using actors again, I don't know if that's a good segue, but
man,
Ray Fisher is going to be in Rebel Moon along with
let's go.
Pretty huge stack cast.
Let me pull it up here. I do have.
We had a special drop for that. Go ahead and play it, Anthony.
What? A special drop? I didn't have a drop.
Oh, damn it! You got me excited for nothing.
I will.
I don't know what the drop was going to be. It was going to be.
I will show you my Rebel Moon.
Ooh. and Andre will show you his Rebel boob.
Huh?
Remember from yesterday.
Here's the
Here's
a drop to describe the cast of Rebel Moon. Here we go.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
that was the clip.
That was sauce.
What the hell happened? So obviously this happened yesterday. Dropped it on us early, and we were just like, "Yo, this is absolutely incredible." What we expected, we knew that the cast wasn't complete. He just came with an absolutely fire thing. Honored, Zack Snyder says, to welcome this incredible cast to Rebel Moon: Charlie Hunnam, all right, Jamon Hansu, Duna Bay, and Ray Fisher joined the previously announced Sophia Boutella, Jenna Malone, Staz Nair, E. Duffy, Charlotte Maggie, and Sky Yang round out the cast.
Oh, I didn't even know Jenna Malone was back.
I was going to say, I must have missed that. I felt.
I didn't know she was previously.
He's another fish. I love the way this guy just keeps his actors. He loves to cast them, and they're all good for the roles.
So I'll throw these up as we discuss. Joey, your thoughts, man? Castings and just in general, these beautiful concept art that he just was just like, "Yo, take these and shut the fuck up."
I mean, I definitely,
he basically
I don't think we were, expecting it. But I thought it all looked great. I love the cast. And I said it a lot, but I'm like especially thrilled for Ray. You know, I knew that as an actor, he wasn't really like we hadn't seen the last of him. But it's nice that he, immediately has more work. And I mean, I'm excited for, all that this is about to bring, and like, especially because they're filming back to back. I'm hyped for this.
Neil, your thoughts, man, on seeing some of these,
Oh no, the images look great. It adds to the fact that the man's a huge fucking.
Who did y'all say this was yesterday? They said it was.
It's M. Bison from Street
M. Bison,
M. Bison, holy shit.
Yeah.
No, it just adds more excitement. The man's a huge Star Wars fan, so you see what he did with Justice League. You see how he builds his world. What he did with Watchmen. Anything that the man does, he builds a huge world. So I mean, to see that he's gonna get a space odyssey, like an epic.
It's a big ass dog.
Yeah, like this is gonna be pretty. I look forward to seeing like the aesthetics more, and I want to see the world that he makes. I want to see the weaponry, the different genres of groups of people that he does. Like that's got me most excited because he's gonna tell his story. The action is gonna be fantastic. The VFX is gonna be amazing. So it's just a matter of like whatever world he's trying to build. I think this is pretty sweet, and whatever like set of like I guess rebels he creates as the heroes in this, like that's going to be very interesting to see and how they all play out. Like I was a big fan of an anime called Samurai 7. So, like the way that they created all those characters and how they kind of come together in all their different worlds. I wonder how he's going to do that with this. This is going to be pretty epic. So I'm excited just from seeing that. Super excited. But before that, I was excited. So it didn't matter.
Cool dog. Oh, you moved me.
I
was pointing at the dog. No, it's fine. I was pointing at the dog. I was like, nice.
That's Marmaduke.
Hey, look, I mentioned it last night on Four Nerds. The last time Zack Snyder did a CGI dog, that shit was fire. The dog looked directly out of the Watchmen graphic novel. Ozymandias' pet or whatever.
Yes,
that shit looked really good.
Yeah, Beast. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and then then the wolf from
300. Yeah, that shit was dope.
The tiger from Army of the Dead.
Yes,
right.
Dudes know how to. Yeah, so we should worry not about the furry ones.
The multiple suns and planets in the background that you see in the sky. I mean, look at that shot of like those characters. Who are those characters? Is that the rebel style characters? Are they the heroes?
That's the implication, right?
That's I know. Sophia
that's a bad Kane.
I know Sophia posted on her Instagram herself in a shot. Didn't have a costume on or anything, but she did have a wide brim sort of cowboy style hat and posted it on Instagram. So who knows if that's her there with that? We'll have to wait and see. Phil, man, what'd you think when you saw this shit yesterday?
My first thought when I saw the concept art and aside from the cast, it was like the concept art alone invokes the feeling of immediately like Dune. I'm so fresh off of Denis Villeneuve's Dune. Like I see this. And it's just like, this clearly looks like the Sands of Arrakis, but it looks like under the perspective of the one and only Zack Snyder, right? Like, I feel like this movie is going to be so grim, but in a very intricate kind of way. Because obviously, you know, the title is Rebel Moon. The concept is based off of Seven Samurai. It's going to be about a woman going across different planets to assemble to take out this. I would imagine this is the evil tyrant Balisarius and his wicked evil army.
Hamada.
No, Harmada's the evil spider thing. That's apparently going to show up. But you know, overall, I'm jazzed. Like even thinking about how you know, the progression of Army of the Dead happened. I'm excited to see that same kind of progression happen for Rebel Moon, because you already know, like he's when Zack Snyder does a project, he's going to hype it up in his own way. So Netflix has their own way of doing promotional stuff, but then you also take into account like what Zack Snyder's going to do, and like you already can tell, like there's going to be maybe, you know, first day footage or first day photo or whatever. There's going to be like, you know, just these little sprinkles of updates like we got from Army of the Dead until you get that first trailer, and then finally that, you know, that initial feeling of seeing, you know, part 1 and part 2. Like this is going to be a big movie too. It's shooting back to back, starting in April, going to November.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. Like this is going to be rad. Like I'm very excited to see another, you know, because that's a tough cookie to crack. Like, you know, space opera, space epics in general have always just been, you know, if it isn't Star Wars, if it isn't Star Trek, and now we have to add Dune into that equation now. If it isn't like any of those, then people more than likely don't give that much of a shit.
Right. True.
Like, you know, I talk to a lot of people who, you know, over the years, Firefly and Serenity is great, but that's like a very small fraction in comparison to, like, you know, again, Star Wars, Star Trek, and like Dune's now in that conversation too. And when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, man, this just, you can tell he really wanted to do something in that world, and now he's finally able to do something in that sphere. I've always said since Man of Steel, like he'd make an amazing Star Wars movie, and now he's getting to essentially make one, but on a more unchained level. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, it looks. This is another one from that Netflix posted, following his three shots he posted.
Look at that,
Ryan. What you think, man? Watching seeing the cast revealed and seeing these concept arts pop up.
Well, I didn't like the helmet. So.
I don't care if the rebels win. I just want Blood Axe to lose.
Damn.
Wow, you had that quote memorized for not liking the movie.
It was the worst one I've ever heard. So I think that I'm more excited for this than other than Obi-Wan. I'm more excited than any other Star Wars property that Disney is releasing. I'm more interested in what's going on with Rebel Moon. I think that it's dope that we're not getting a trilogy. I think that's fantastic. I'm so tired of the trilogy tropes. I love that, you know, he's shooting this back to back. In that, you know, you're going to keep the same cast. Everybody's going to pretty much look the same. You got the same costume designers. All that it's going to keep cohesion. It's going to you know, keep everything sort of, the feel is going to be maintained.
Yeah.
Now, you know, they might do, you know, what is it, like one-offs, and you know, they might start different series from this, like, you know, just like the Army of the Dead.
Okay.
And you know, if this is good, then, you know, hey, sign me up. Yeah, I mean, this is all really interesting to me. I think that I think it's going to really be like, you know, he always wanted to do a Star Wars movie. He said the Star Wars is unrecognizable these days. I am on board with his viewpoint of Star Wars. So I think that because of that, he might be, I might be the target audience for what he's doing here. So yeah, I
understand.
I think that that this is going to be pretty epic.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a lot of what Zach does, and you know, sign me up. Like I said, his cast is growing, and you know, he's got some really good people involved. So, I'm really excited for it. It's on Netflix, so he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
You know,
I think for me, that's probably the best part about it, is that it is on Netflix, and they're just like, yo, take this money and then just like go to the strip club. We don't give a fuck. Just come back with a fire movie, and we don't care.
And
so,
for me, you know, being a Ray Fisher fan, I was just waiting for him to hire him again. You know, I was like, dude, I know you're doing the you know, the Women of the Movement. That's great.
No,
but, you know, Zach is still, you know, an active, you know, director, whatever. He always, like we said earlier, he always brings back cast members that he has, you know, has great rapport with and everything. And I know that he does have great rapport with Ray. So I was wondering, when is he going to bring Ray back? And this announcement really, it really got me excited for the project even more.
Yeah. Well, when the shit, when the stuff with Ray, as far as his
Ray.
Well, as far as when it came to the stuff between him and Warner Brothers Tomato, whatever, like people say, "Oh, this is career suicide." I've always steadfast to the one thing. I was like, it's not, because Zack Snyder will always hire this dude. He will always have this dude in his work. So he
takes care of his own.
Yeah, he does, and he understands what Ray's fight is, and he probably fucking 99.9% is just probably 100% behind him. Like, yeah, there's some douchebags over there. Do what you got to do.
Oh yeah.
If you need work though, come on over here, because I'm always making stuff. Netflix has told me you have the fucking keys to the castle. Do what the fuck you want, and that's exactly what he's doing.
This is a big lesson in life. It's a big lesson in life, you know.
And also,
you're listening to all that hate. The guy who said that he wasn't going to get anything. You're going to commit career suicide. No, the man stood up for what he wanted to stand up for. Right?
Yeah.
He did it in his way. He was, you know, he was respectful throughout it. And look at how the karma train rolled around, and now all of a sudden, look at what the man's getting to go do. Yeah. He's been in what you were just talking about. Now he's going to be in another action style sci-fi epic, which was like Justice League, and now he's going into that. That's just a lesson in life. Don't listen to whatever the fuck people say. There's too many people on this planet to sit here and tell you and be judgmental and say you're doing the wrong thing. It's just a life lesson, people.
Yes, to irregular Neil, you listen.
Pay the fuck attention. No, but people should pay attention. Look at this kind of stuff. I mean, come on.
Well, and to that point, like I think a day or two before, you know, they announced the more of the cast, like Ray was cast. People were kind of getting mad.
Yeah, they were literally mad
they hadn't cast Ray yet.
Yeah, they were talking shit about Zach because Ray, why hadn't you cast Ray yet?
They were saying that, and there was like, because the like the character descriptions, some more of them came out or something, and they were getting upset because they didn't think Ray fit that mold or something. And, you know, they were kind of, you know, more or less like joking, but also not joking, like getting mad at Zach. I'm like, no, we're not. That's not what we're going to do. Let's calm down. And then literally a day later, you know, he announces that Ray's in it. It's like, see, that's why you just
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up. People just need to shut the fuck up these days.
No, you know what? To that point, Neil, people need to learn when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And people need to learn, like, some people really need to learn that you don't need to interact or engage with everybody you disagree with. And there are a lot of, not even Neil, dude. Like there's a certain select group of people who just feel outright compelled to, like, just, if you disagree, then I'm just going to give you my 2 cents because I need to. And it's like, no, you don't. Just shut the fuck up. Go back to your own corner of the internet. Mind your own damn business.
Yeah. No, that's with everything. That's
Well said.
always talk about you know, and BBS is the perfect example of this. And this is what I formed this opinion like over 2 years ago. It's just like I don't spend a lot of time talking about something that I don't like because people are still hating on BBS to this day. It's been 5 years. Why? Do you don't like it? So shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So like it's one of those situations to where like I'll type titans, right? Obviously, we talked about it every week because a weekly episode came out. Yeah. Once it was done, how many times? Nothing.
None.
We'll mention it.
We'll mention a roast, and that was it.
We'll mention it if we're making a joke about titans. But
here's
we're
another
not
good one.
Still, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Peacemaker.
Or yeah, I haven't.
Oh, where's Andre? Where's Andre?
Yo, he absolutely haven't mentioned it in 2 or 3 weeks on my show. I'm behind by like 3. I don't care.
I'm behind.
Maybe,
funny?
Maybe
really
I'll
funny?
finish it. What?
I wouldn't have watched it unless you had made the recommendation, like, due diligence.
Yeah, due diligence. And then I got, I'll probably finish the season, and then maybe after it's done, give like a something. But at the same time, it like just like the Suicide Squad, right? We all were that big of fans of it, so like we talked about it for a week or two, and then we just laid that shit down.
Let it go.
It's a different conversation unless we make a point.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
That's it.
Yeah. So like Phil was saying, man, if you can't let a tweet scroll down your timeline without being like, God damn it, I have to say something. Get the fuck out of here.
I must be heard.
You don't have to say anything.
I have to express my disdain to you now.
I must say something. No, you don't.
My voice must be heard.
Just go rub it out.
1000%.
I see tweets all the time that I do not agree with. Guess how many of them I comment on them? Now the hateful shit, I'm gonna say something. If it's the hate, you know what I'm saying. The hateful shit, I'm gonna say something. But BBS sucks. Okay, see ya. I got
kicked off Twitter.
I'm gonna scroll on by.
Batman vs Superman didn't make $1 billion.
Get out of here.
Anthony, you reply to all my tweets and say that this tweet sucks. That's
I've never done that.
He's like, I must tweet it. Truth.
I must let you know. No,
delete your account.
This is how I reply to all your tweets, Joey.
Fire. Oh, thank you.
I'm one of the Baldwins.
Yeah,
sure you are.
Was that Backdraft?
Man.
Yeah, Backdraft. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fire.
I don't know why that was so funny that you immediately like. I've never seen. I don't know what that movie is, but
yeah, it's a good movie. Good Backdraft is fire, dude. It's but the way the way he delivers this line in it, it's like because is it who's talking to him? Shit.
Isn't it what's his name?
Is it Kurt Russell?
No, not Kurt Russell. Not Kurt Russell.
What are you guys talking about? Because
in Backdraft, this particular scene, he's like, so tell me what devours the wall and the oxygen.
What is his name?
He's like,
that I just forgot Kurt Russell was in that movie.
No.
Fire.
The old guy, the guy, the bald guy. The old guy.
What
the fuck is his name? Holy shit. He's in that movie with Robert Downey Jr. He plays his father.
There's another narrow down.
Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall.
Oh,
yeah.
What hasn't that guy been in?
Is it this bald guy?
Have we started the fire?
Yes. The fire rises.
Like where the hell that sound come from?
Yeah,
Wasn't Larry? We started the fire.
The fire rises.
So yeah. Rebel Moon. I mean, the casting news was very appreciated by everybody on the panel. Probably everybody in the chat. Probably everybody. Well, not
in the world.
Yes, no, not in the world because people are just straight
across galaxies.
Yeah. But it was appreciated just to see that pop out. I was like, oh, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just good news, right? Like
right.
Straight good news for no reason at all, just to be like, yo, let me cheer you up.
Like that.
Yeah. And he's just like, hey, here's this casting news.
We like it.
Yeah. So Yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, hey, we reached that point, man.
Oh,
yeah, it's time. It's it's
Time to go.
Okay,
let's go.
it's not time to go yet. We have. I want to get
My
a
bad.
couple people's. I know Phil and Ryan and I we'll give some brief ones here because we talked about it last night. But Neil and Joey, your thoughts on the finale of the Book of Boba Fett and like the series, the season in general, because apparently it's still labeled as season 1 finale, so that means there's another season coming out.
No. I know exactly what you're talking about. No.
Yeah, we'll see where they go. I literally this season ended, and then I had to relook to make sure it said the season 1 finale because I'm like, well, where do they go from here? I know where Mando goes because he's got a season already wrapped up, about to come out soon or whatever. But so Joey, man, what'd you think, man? Book of Boba Fett, man.
I mean, I haven't really hidden my opinions on Boba Fett in the past.
Yeah.
So I think that this personally, in my opinion, I think this did a lot for his character. It wasn't perfect. Some parts were better than others.
So nice.
Like, I think episode 2 was probably one of the best because that's where they fully mostly focused on his
character development.
In his development with like the Tusken Raiders. And like just that the sand train scene was really cool.
Yeah.
And these, of course, these last couple episodes have been fully focused on Mando. So of course those are the best episodes. But I don't know. Overall, I thought it was really good. It's not the best Star Wars stuff I've seen, but Neil, I know that you're getting ready.
I just like
the opposite opinion.
You're like dodging. You're like, well,
no, I mean, like honestly, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me. I like Star Wars enough.
He's being political.
Yeah. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. But no, like if
you are not with me, then you are against me.
The Emperor comes and threatens your planet.
Yeah. No, it's like I like Star Wars enough, but I'm not like one way or another, especially on this show. But overall I enjoyed. I think I said in the chat for 4 Nerds last night, I'd give it like a 7. It was it was good.
Yeah.
All right, Neil, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Neil.
Rip it apart.
No, I'm not going to rip it apart. All right.
Decent it was.
Before I go,
political. This is not kittens. He's not going to rip this shit apart.
I'm not Star Wars.
Well, I am.
What the fuck?
It
sounds like Yoda's in it.
I don't know.
So
No, you not. You want to play? You play? I do not.
So when I was watching this show, right, I remember saying at the start, we were here on one of the Friday nights, and
yeah. Slow burn.
Friday it was. Yes.
Maybe it's gonna shut your ass up.
Maybe it's
gonna be a slow burn.
Maybe slow. Maybe slow. Burn slow.
So watch
your language. I do not understand.
Watching this show.
Your languages.
Yes.
I'm glad I went first.
I must.
Oh, you know.
Come on, man. Let Neil. Come on,
Get your ass up.
Proceed, you must.
Mute yourself, damn it.
Mute your ass.
Proceed, you must.
No.
All right, go ahead, Neil.
So anyway, while watching the show, like I said, I don't know all the fucking lore when it goes down to it. I watched all the animated stuff. I've seen all the movies back in the day, enjoyed them, liked it. Watching this show, damn, man, they duped every Star Wars fan they could. Okay? You got duped.
Strong words you have. Oh, well, I know. Duke you were.
So watching this show, I feel that they banked on Boba Fett. They introduced him in Mandalorian. Everybody got excited. You saw badass.
Asterisk reintroduced.
Yeah. Sorry. And seeing that, you're like, awesome. And then all of a sudden you see the Book of Boba Fett, the way they leave it off. And then they try to do like this, I'm going to become the Don. And there was no story behind that. So you're like, fuck. As a casual style fan, you're like, all right, that's not very interesting. But they did kill it with the backstory. Leading up, dude, when we got to The Mandalorian, that fucking first episode was fantastic. And then you're like, wait a minute, wait, but there's no Boba. Okay. And then the second episode happens, and then I kept saying like watching these series really plays out like watching the animated series, the Clone Wars, Rebels. You're seeing everything come live action with what you saw in that. So this is fucking awesome. You're gonna get some back, like different stories, this, that, the other. Watching Ahsoka with Luke and what he was doing with Grogu, awesome. But then all of a sudden you get to the finale. Wait a minute. He just goes and makes the choice and we don't get to see the choice made. Ooh, weak. Because you left that whole fucking setup. So as a whole, me watching this show, the finale was weak as fuck. Okay. I was just kind of like, wow, this is the finale. You're watching Mando kind of being like a spaz. I'll go take care of the Rancor, and he starts getting his head bit. Like it was a little jokey at times for it being the climax of your season finale. There was moments here and there. The war itself was kind of, how are you going to introduce Cad Bane and kill him off just like that?
I can understand that.
I thought that was a little weak. Like, you're building him up to be a badass bounty hunter. Now, we all remember the bounty hunters from the animated series and how you saw the way they did that. Why not extend that fight a little bit more? That was not an epic fight at all. Coming in for me with the Rancor, riding it like a Bronco, and then just letting it go run a fucking muck. I'm like, I just didn't. There was a lot of things I wasn't vibing with. I know they were setting stuff up. I think the Mandalorian Grogu thing is cool, but then you totally kind of like left out the Skywalker part. There should have been an interaction scene with Skywalker and Grogu of why he chose, you left that open. You didn't even show it. Now that might be shown at some other point in time. I have no idea, but as a whole for Boba Fett, disappointing season finale, mediocre, freaking
outing season.
Season 1, I gave it like no more than like a 5.5. I won't even give this a 6 because if you're gonna just bank off,
I gave it a 6.5.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you're gonna if you want to bank off, just like, oh, we saw the motive coming out of the the Sarlacc pit. If I'm saying that correctly, that was cool. But those are just moments. The flashback's cool, but if you're telling me the immediate story is not interesting, then this is a very mediocre show. And this was just a puzzle piece to wait till you get to Obi-Wan, till you wait till you get to Ahsoka, and whatever they're going to do with that, because you're tying in the Mandalorian for this, and the Mandalorian shouldn't have had much to do with it.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. So mediocre for me.
Yeah. Now I understand why he was. I mean, obviously he didn't show up until like the fifth episode. Yeah, I understand why, but also like I did say this. I think that as when they were writing the season, I think some people were like, "Yo, you got to have this dude in here because if not, maybe And interesting. The flashback shit was all fire. Every single flashback was fire. The current stuff just moved a bit slow to me. I think they back ended the budget. And I said this last night because during the fight, like we always make fun of the fight with the dudes with the shields in the first episode. But then in this episode, when it came, they were jetpacking, clapping cheeks. Like, why you couldn't do that when you were surrounded by shields? I think it was just because the budget.
Yeah, but don't you think that's kind of weak sauce to you, man? Like a little bit of weak sauce. The fact that why if he didn't do that in that episode, why all of a sudden does he know how to use his jetpack in this one?
Because like I'm saying, I think it was
out of convenience.
No. I'm agreeing. I understand what you're saying, but for storytelling, weak. That's why.
Yeah. But I think what happened when they were the show was getting written is that the Rancor looked fire. Like the VFX were fire in the past.
That whole shot of him on the Rancor is a straight up homage to the holiday special.
Oh
yeah, but it looked. That's what I'm saying. It looked terrific, and so I think that like the budget for these 7 episodes, they wanted to go out with a bang as opposed to start with a bang. So that's where the budget was pushed towards that one. Because look, when they send old dude out there, fucking what they call him, fucking tailhead or whatever, they send him out there. I'm thinking he's about to get murked. And then they show up in the air murking dudes. That shit was fire. I was like, dude, where was this at? Like early in the
beginning of the season.
Exactly. Right. And it wasn't there because I think this is, I mean, obviously I've never worked in the industry. I don't know, but I would think that the last few episodes look way better than the
Rock
first.
Hasn't worked in the industry.
Okay, relax. But the final episodes look better than the first ones, right? Is that, could we be in agreement on that one? As far as
he's the contrarian. We found him.
No, I think that it was just, I think a lot of this comes from
from upbringing.
But
no, I think Ryan might have mentioned it yesterday on the Four Nerds in that, the Book of Boba Fett really feels like, it's different from the Mandalorian, right? Because you had that with that, it was a completely fresh slate. They already had a complete fresh canvas to work on. So they were really just open fielding, doing whatever they wanted. Whereas with this, they were coming off of reintroducing him in season 2 of Mandalorian. And I feel like there wasn't enough there in terms of really crafting a story that was, quite up to snuff to, the expectations that this character has. Because obviously, that's one thing that Anthony, you and I have talked about throughout the entirety of this whole season was that, there's a lot of expectations with the character of Boba Fett. And honestly, making him a daimyo, making him the new daimyo, taking over from Jabba, that feels like a cool concept to play out of. Yeah. But the way they executed it, I think anyone on this panel could agree they could have probably done a couple things a little differently to make that feel a little bit more richer.
Definitely. Oh, without doubt.
Yeah. I mean, and I think if you don't have it ready, don't make it yet. Like keep it, if you don't have the story, you just like the whole, I haven't cracked the story. If you haven't cracked that story yet, because I mean, that's the most important thing for me.
And that's what they did with Obi-Wan. Like they went back to the drawing board and reworked the story so they could put it out there. And that's why and also I mean, Deborah Cho, she's also she directed a lot of the Mandalorian, a lot of the good episodes of Mandalorian, and that's why I'm so interested in this Obi-Wan series. And I think it's going to be the best one. It's going to be the one that they take the most care of because of the characters.
Yeah,
you've got Ewan McGregor coming back. You've got Hayden Christensen coming back. So there's a lot more care with Tamora Morrison. They're just like, he'll just be Boba Fett. He'll be badass. We really don't have to do too much writing with this guy. I mean, look at what he did in Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. Really not much. And tomorrow, he was telling, freaking Favreau and company, I'm talking too much. Give some of my lines to Finnick because you guys have me talking too much. Boba Fett doesn't. Jango Fett, both characters he's played, they don't talk that much. They're men of few words, right? And I mean, it's just like, hell, even the interaction with Cad Bane, it's like, are we going to talk or we're going to shoot each other? It's like, come on, dude, let's get to it. And I wanted to see more from Cad Bane other than just walking in and walking out, like, are we going to do a showdown? No. Okay. I'm going to walk away. And that's, I mean, he's a cool character. I just wish I wish they had taken the time to say, you know what, we've got access to all this stuff. We have access to all these characters. Let's if we're not ready, let's go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, that's a good point. And because you said that yesterday, that is a good point. And it's also they just banked on it. They knew,
Boba Fett by name only. Yes, going to bring in viewers.
And then when you
it's like Batman.
And then when you put little droplets in here like Ahsoka, like a Cad, seeing Cad Bane the first time, I was like, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like his shit was fire. He comes in the distance, he gets up, fucking dude.
And I've said this before. You know what would have made that better?
What?
A fucking speeder bike. He just came. He walked from the desert, nowhere. It would have been dope because it's kind of like the Old West, right? So I mean, a speeder bike is AKA the horse. So it would have been dope if you just sort of like what you saw of Slave One flying from nothing to coming in on the speeder bikers. It would have been, like the same thing. Like, who is that in the distance? I don't know who that is. A build up to who the character is, and then you see his feet on the ground, and then you figure out, oh shit.
But a speeder would arrive too swiftly, man. A horse is just like click clock, click clock. Yeah, like
oh my god,
it is.
Okay,
a speeder would have been like zoom, and it'd been like, oh,
I like
shit,
that his
man.
entrance was taken out Cobb Vanth. Like, I like that the way he was introduced was also very evocative of what George Lucas wanted to do with
Cad
Star
versus
Wars.
Cod.
Yeah. But like that whole standoff, the way it was shot and the way it was done was really well done.
Fish?
Yeah.
But
at
like,
least I feel what you're saying, Ryan, but at least with the way they brought him in, you get to see that little heat blur on him as he came in. You know what I'm talking about?
You can still do the heat blur, because it's the moisture in the air that kind of, or the what is that? It's the sort of like the oasis.
Meteorologist, you.
And you can see the southern strand sort of push down. We're going to expect some rain
coming down from the west, and from the east, you see this coming down, this low front.
But yeah, I mean, you could have seen that. You could have seen they could have like zoomed in on like different parts of the speeder bike as it's coming, so you don't have the face reveal of who he is yet. There's so many things you can do to introduce a character. I just thought
do it. I know.
Yeah, I just thought it was underwhelming, but at the same time, it was like, yo, I'm glad that we got to see a live action version of this particular character.
He looked good.
He looked good. He looked really good. He was practical.
They just bitched him out. I'm sorry.
He was like he kept trying to remind Boba. You remember like all these other things. Remember that time when they double crossed you? You want to fight?
That one time in band camp.
Yeah. I think if you wanted more of Cad Bane, that's a perfectly justifiable criticism. But I also think that if you wanted some kind of closure between the two characters, I think that there was something there too, because obviously. Right. Cad Bane tells him, if this is your final lesson, let it be known that you should only look out for yourself. And then Boba has to give in to the thing that he did not want to do and become like that.
That's true. But do you also feel that within that sequence too, when he's like, you're not this, you're a killer, that they kind of fucked up the season? They could have just kept him as a bounty hunter.
I thought that they could have done sort of a rival
bounty hunter kind of style,
kind of guild, right? So one
that
would rival the Mandalorians, and then sort of give you conflict.
And then he needed the Mandalorian in his muscle
after the second season of Mandalorian.
You didn't need the Mandalorian. Yeah, I agree.
It would have given a deeper dynamic. Given him. I mean, I'm sorry, but I just So that's why I say go back to the fucking drawing board.
They fucked up. Yeah, they fucked up.
I think to that point.
That's what she said.
I think to that point is that they knew people were going to be hungry for more stuff, especially with Mandalorian taking a break, well, not taking a break, but they're taking they have to film. Then they probably had this weird feeling of we're damned if we do and damned if we don't, because if we don't, then people are gonna there's the hype's gonna die down. Yeah, the hype's gonna die down.
Oh no, you're saying that they're gonna shout out, oh, you know what, Star Wars fatigue. Which is what they did with the with the theatrical releases. They were like, "Oh, you don't like Solo? Star Wars fatigue."
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm actually agreeing with you. I know it sounds weird.
It doesn't. I'm actually agreeing with you. It's kind of icky. It's kind of icky.
I don't like it. I won't do it.
I don't like it.
I won't do it. I want to do this anymore.
But no, it's just that's probably why they felt that they couldn't go back to the drawing board, is because they were like, well, let's just put this out, and people who don't like it don't like it. And that's not a great outlook to have. That's probably might just be what it was.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I feel like they're going to look at the reception of this and probably I would hope take a little bit into consideration on what they could do for a second season. That's my hope, because obviously it was very vocal.
Or go to the store group and say you're fired.
Not even that, the online conversation around Boba was a lot more vocally divided than the conversation surrounding Mando was. So I do think that they're going to do something to kind of alter that in a second season if they're allowed to.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
They probably will, and plus they got plenty of time in between before they haven't even announced the season 2 yet. But we already have we have Obi-Wan, and then after Obi-Wan, we have Mandalorian season 3.
And
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
So there's plenty of time for them to like. They have this bad, and also probably not Obi-Wan just because of the time setting, but with the other two, it's in that same universe. So who knows what type of picture those two shows are going to paint.
And it could also depend on like Tamora Morrison. Like, does he want to do another one? Because, you know, one of the things that we always, you know, kind of gripe about or whatever is that, you know, he just takes his helmet off way too much. Like, hey, it's me. Hey, in case you forgot, it's me again.
Well, he's also expressed interest in doing other versions of himself in Star Wars. So he's hinted
like a clone.
Yes.
Oh,
so like,
you know, that would be dope as shit if he showed up.
He wants to do Captain
Obi-Wan.
Rex. He wants to do like, you know,
Captain
some of
Rex.
That would be
yes.
No, I'm down. I'm down with that. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah,
he wants to do stuff like that. So I would really hope that, you know, if he does kind of get tired of doing Boba, he could do like, you know, Commander Rex, Commander.
That's how he's showing. If he's gonna show up in Obi-Wan as fucking Captain.
Yeah,
that's
somebody
cool.
That'd be pretty fucking cool. Dope,
it could be him that seeks him out, right? That seeks out Obi-Wan from Tatooine. Like
that'd be fucking.
He's gonna show up as Thomas Curry.
Rule with respect.
He said Thomas Curry. Tatooine.
Oh, we have to go back to Tatooine.
I don't know. I feel like the end of Boba though, he kind of hinted to Fennec that, you know, maybe I don't want to do this. So I don't know how much longer he might be interested in being a daimyo of Tatooine, or if he might want to hand that off to somebody else so he can.
Spoilers. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, you see, his homie that's in the fucking back of the tank, hand it off to him. He might. He loves the sheriff role, so he might be like, "Yo, you want to take this over while I dip out of here?"
I'm thinking he's going to take over Gina Carano's role.
Huh? That's very plausible.
You know, as the new Marshal. Marshall, right?
Oh,
Marshall.
yeah, that's right.
That's why they're driving that Marshall. Yeah, because they're like, oh, we don't have a Marshall anymore. Well,
Marshall.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. So all these Star Wars supposed to connect now, like Mando with Boba Fett and Ahsoka, to where all the characters are going to be in the same shows. Mandalorian season 3, all of them, they all showing up unless it's not Obi-Wan.
I think if Book of Boba Fett is any indication, that is very much the case. Like that is what they plan to do.
That's pretty much you can call it the Mandalorian universe at this point.
I'm telling you, they're building the animated universe live action.
Yeah.
You could call it the Mandalore.
Look, we saw Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett, right? So it would not at all surprise me to see in Ahsoka series to see an Ezra Bridger or a Thrawn pop up. Like, I definitely feel like those two characters could possibly pop up in Ahsoka.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's all going to happen. It's all going to happen. I just think this should be an exciting time. Unfortunately, you got a little bit of a speed bump with this one. Yeah. That's it.
Also, this is
I want to see Hayden and this Luke Skywalker hybrid thing that they've created. I want to see them kind of interact a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I'd be curious to see if that would ever actually happen.
Also, this is way out of left field a little bit. That line at the end when I don't know if you guys you probably don't frequent it, but the Machete.
No one's ever really gone.
The Machete movie with Danny Trejo. Fennec says the line, "If not us, then who?" Which it's from they say that a couple times in the Machete movie, and that's a Robert Rodriguez thing. I don't know why. That got me so hyped. I was like, that was a nice.
And then they responded with, "We're in now. What happened to then? We just missed it." Yeah.
Oh man. All right, you guys, we've had a couple.
This is a long one.
We had some discussions, man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's great. It was great.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
What? I don't know about that, but
that's crazy. I gotta go.
Oh, Meg's here.
So I did want to bring this up. So I posted this a long time ago, and I reposted it earlier today.
Yeah.
So I reposted this where I recreated.
I'm seeing double.
Yeah. Okay. Relax. So he posted this picture,
double vision,
and I put the time in. Like I literally had to find a place where I could get that drink from around here or whatever. But somebody, let's see who did it. Let's see. Everybody's crunk about the picture, but anyway, somebody put the rock behind my stuff, bro.
Yes, that's awesome.
Nice.
Dude. That's all my stuff right there. You see World Finest, you see
I don't see a difference. What am I looking at? Warner got it. Superman got it. Okay. What's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know. That's incredible. That is absolutely fucking insane right there.
He's wearing the Black Adam suit under there.
Yeah, I do have. My wife made me a shirt out. It's not like the one he has because his suit hadn't been revealed yet, so she had to make it just off of fucking whatever.
I'm sure first chance you're gonna get a shirt just like that emblem.
She needs to make you the gauntlets and the sash.
What? He says I'm dead. No, so shouts out to everybody for the love for the picture. Yeah, yeah, look at that shit. That's I can't believe I actually pulled that shit off, but it's ridiculous. I didn't have a bull's head, so I put the flash back there. Anyway, so I just want to show y'all that.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
nice.
Made that shit crazy. So we appreciate y'all stopping by tonight. Joey, where can they find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter at JoeBear94. Find me on Instagram at Vero at Joey Marino, and Sundays on World's Finest.
Yes, sir. Neil, what's up?
Yeah, what up? Irregular Nation. You can find me, The Irregular Neil, on YouTube, The Irregular Neil. Find me on Instagram, Irregular Neil. That's right. I don't have fucking Twitter. And make sure tomorrow to come in and check out the DC Animated Universe, Feels in Love. It's going to be a good one. There's an intro mashup out there now on my channel. Go check it out. There's another one coming out tomorrow that's going to be fun that happens during the live stream. And Joey and also Phil, if you want an invite, I will throw you a link tomorrow. It happens 6:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Nice.
Be there.
And check out
on the regular side, because why wouldn't you want
to? And check out his new movie this weekend, Death on the Irregular Nile.
What up, Phil? What's good?
Oh man. Anyway, if y'all want to follow me, it's just again unfiltered.
Right there,
Twitter, Vero, Instagram. You can also follow along with my podcast, The Eternal Night, with my boy Craig. We just dropped an episode last night. I'm probably going to do another episode of Late Night Movies tomorrow if I can get out and see Jackass. So that'll be cool. And you can also catch me here mostly Fridays, and you can also catch me on the Four Nerds on Thursdays most of the time. So
nice. Ryan.
Yes, you can find me on all forms of social media. Zero Fett. Zero Fett.
All right, y'all. Hey, I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Let's see what.
That's a guy.
Stream, guys. Yo, appreciate you stopping by. Hey, I appreciate everybody who watching. Appreciate you guys for joining the panel tonight. We had fun. Talked about some topics. Black Adam. Let's fuck that.
Shut the fuck up, you will, Ryan.
How
much anger I sense in you. Much hostility.
Oh, we're gonna be here for an hour. Another hour.
See y'all next week.